Welcome to the Riders Lounge. I'm Mark Fawcett, and on today's episode, our long-term review of the Jones Howler and the Jones Phase bindings. So it's been since last season that I tried out the Jones Howler. I took it out a bunch of days last year. This is the 161, and I absolutely loved it. It was my go-to Jones craft of last season, and I want to see how it's aged for me. I've been on a bunch of boards this year in a pile of different conditions, and it's been a while. So I want to do another review on it and see how it's aged, shall we say. Looks like it's gonna be a great day out here, and we'll see how she rolls. As I was mentioning from in the field, this is our long-term review of the Howler and the Phase bindings. We even have a shop rider that tried it last year when we had it at the dealer demos and was like, yep, that's my board, and is still riding it to this day. It's a very popular seller upstairs. Certainly, I don't think we've had one. Shane, have we had one come back?
Oh God, no.
No, none of them come back, so no warranty issues, no one dissatisfied. It is a fully cambered snowboard. I would say an updated one. The old boards from the early 2000s, the full camber, they didn't have good blends. They didn't have any 3D contouring like they do here at Jones. So there were some sort of sticky points at those contact points where this done a very good job, even though the camber comes all the way down, and it cradles you like crazy in landings, in turning. Even with that full camber, because of how they have core profiled and done the 3D, they roll over super well. So those points aren't so sticky comparatively to, again, the old full cambered boards of 15 or 20 years ago. But it has the benefits. So crazy pop. This thing really helps like if you're a spinner and you're into free ride spinning and side hits and whatever. This tail really gives it to you. Something Victor Delarue, when he was, I think, collaborating, of course, with Jones to like create this board and have something under his feet that he could really perform on. It's something he wanted to go back to and revisit in a new way, and we totally concur with that. This board rides, I feel, for the most part, they ride longer. When in doubt, go to the shorter one. This is the 61. It's the only one we've had here as a demo, and I adore it on the groomers and at the mountain. In the tight situations, I feel I would be fine on the 57 wide. This thing on the groomer, fantastic for me. Great float. I should downsize. When I really need to torque something quick, the 161 is a little long for me. Even on the groomer, I love it, but it feels like a 171. So that'll be something to note. It pleasantly, not in a bad way, rides long. I think if I was in really big terrain, this 61, like if I took it to Alaska or something, it'd be unbelievable for me. And the bindings. So Phase bindings, again, new last year for us to have our eyes and hands and feet on. And the same thing, haven't really had any trouble with them. They ride like a standard strap binding. They're just more convenient. That's the whole concept of them, is once you're locked in there and your heel's in, engaging those levers, it's a standard strap binding. One thing I did like about these Mercury Phases, really pretty stiff ankle straps, not uncomfortable the way that they're contoured, but they add a lot of response and sort of overall stiffness to the combo of your boot and binding, which, yeah, I really like. Maybe if you have like super soft or older boots, these straps might be a little bit of aggressive, but for what I was rocking, they felt fantastic. And then, of course, if you really wanted to see
you know, the upper limits of what the board's capable of. While I was out messing around the other day, riding some powder and getting a little footage on this board, I ran into Jones team rider and good friend Worm, Garrett Warnick. And yeah, this was my interaction with him back there. So decided to take that Howler out for a little backcountry mission. Ran into these guys.
Howler
Garrett,
boys.
on Howlers. We got absolutely matching Howlers on
61 on the phase Mercury's.
yep.
It's
Both
a
of
great
us
day for it.
is super good. So he could show you what's really possible on this thing. I guess the big note here is just how well these things like wind up and put you into a good spin. And what I'm feeling too, and I felt it last year, just when you're running straight, it feels really long. Feels like you're inside the board, but yet it's still super maneuverable.
Nimble.
Yep.
And sturdy. And a lot of torque. A lot of torque within the board to allow you to get a lot of spring. And I think some of that spring actually contributes to having a really stable base. I can't see where I'm going at all today, but I'm riding away every now and then, so it's probably the board and not me.
So exactly what Worm was saying, I feel the same thing. There's more 3D contour in the nose, which makes it a little bit more forgiving and surfy. And in the tail, there's just a touch here. So this tail is, you know, for all intents and purposes, aggressive. So it's got a lot of power behind it with that camber that goes further aft. And it's got a pretty aggressive kick in there, which is great for switch landings. And just the way the side cut continues on through all the way as it's lifting off with just that little bit of 3D contour, it just gives you everything into those spins. So that's our long-term review on this board. Again, like no returns, popular seller. Who's it for? Definitely like, you don't have to be a big mountain free rider to use it. You don't have to be Victor Delarue. But if you want a very supportive board that's a little bit more aggressive for winding up and spinning, obviously got all the floaty ethos of anything Jones wants to have. And next year, split board. Split board. So I'm in need of a new splitter, and this, I think, is definitely going to be it, the Howler Split. Thanks again for hanging with me on the Riders Lounge. Got to thank our sponsors, Tribute Board Shop, Cole Headwear, Sanction Board Shop in Toronto, our sister shop. This is Coffee, BALDFACE Lodge, Karama Sushi, and we have teamed up with Tim at Spiral Wax and created our own the Riders Lounge wax. It's got some secret sauce in there. I had it while testing this board, and I can guarantee, as an all mountain wax, lightning fast. And I'm a techie guy. Like, I would not have it any other way. There's no way I would use something that wasn't going to operate properly. This stuff is legit. Again, available on the riderslounge.ca. So come grab yourself some. And thanks again. Check us out on Patreon for further details on just about anything, questions you may have. And we'll see you next time on the Riders Lounge. Oh, it's a fun section coming up here. A little zipper crust in there. It's having no real effect. Don't think I'd want to be on a set of skis.